Yeah, I mean,
I can see mine. He's splashing all on top of the water.
Yep. Certainly not a big drum, you know, an adult fish, but.
Well, pull him up here, we'll get a net on him, and yeah, he's 20 pounds maybe, isn't he?
Yep, it's a pretty fish.
Get him right.
Whoa! Oh, he surfed right in there.
Look at all the sea lice on him.
He's got a bunch, don't he?
Yeah, circle hook got him right in the mouth.
Right where it's supposed to go.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello, welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Well, today's program will take us to the Pamlico Sound, and we're ready because, Joe, these are just some giants that we're after today.
That's right. These are big red drum, and other than the tarpon that we get in the summertime, along with these big drummer there, these are the biggest fish that you'll see out in the Pamlico Sound, but they're big red drum. It's a catch and release fishery only. We're fishing kind of the tail end of the season, early September, mid-September, when the fish are just before leaving to go back out in the ocean to spend the winter, but had a great time with them.
Joe, you mentioned catch and release. Does that mean we had to do something special with that gear?
You're using pretty heavy stout tackle. You're talking fish in the anywhere from 35 to 50 pound range, so you need some pretty stout tackle. You need to handle these fish, especially well. You're big fish and you want to give them support. If you don't have to, you don't really need to bring them out of the water. On this show, we're showing you how big these fish are, so we bring a couple out of the water, but fishing late in the afternoon and just had a great time with them.
We'll talk about that in gear time. Now, Donna's got a recipe today. She's going to be making a casserole, plus she's going to be grilling some fish.
Grilling fish with I think it's a squash recipe. Very tasty from her today.
We got a lot going on. Let's get to it right here on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
That's a pretty pot of bait right there, Brian.
If you can't catch him right there, Kurt, I'm going home. Find me a new fishing buddy.
Don't put no pressure on me.
We've been catching right here, you know, just about all summer. There's been more bait than I've seen in many a year, and they're getting bigger. I mean, like the perfect size for drum bait.
They look like they're the right size.
Man, if you pancake that 10-footer on them, it'd take 3 of us to pull it in.
Well, we'll have to dump some. But I don't know but one way, and that's get as many as I can to start with.
Well, there you go. They're doing it for you. There you go. Whenever you're ready. Good, nice. That's a perfect size little baits right there.
Yeah.
Perfect size
I'm gonna let a few out right here.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. They're getting out. They got a hole in there somewhere. Wow.
That's good. We're gonna dump them right in the floor right here, and we just shovel them up and take what we need.
Okay, we'll turn the rest loose.
All right.
Yeah. That was a haul right there, boss.
Make sure you get a lot of net when you grab it, because it's old. Look at that.
Oh, get out of the way of that one.
Yeah, get that out of the bottom there.
Yeah, they're perfect bait size. That's just right.
All right, now for the tough part.
That's the way I like it, man. One throw and go.
Brian, that ought to do it for the afternoon. Plenty of bait, plenty of chum, just the right size.
Perfect size. Yeah, man.
Got them iced down good.
Well, we'll slip on out of here. I got to get the slime off my glasses.
I gotcha.
And we'll hit the road. Pretty work on that net.
Brian, when you're getting your rigs ready today, I'm gonna cut up a little bit of bait here, put in the chum bag for starters, just to kind of leave us a little trail.
All right.
Probably as we're fishing, we'll take these scissors and just cut some baits in little pieces and throw some chunks down there.
Yeah, man, that's perfect. Yeah, it's funny, the heads will float and the everything else will sink, but I like to have some stink in the water, especially this time of year.
If it gets too bad and the blues are too bad, we might have to change directions, but there's 2 of us here, and if we're fishing just a couple rods, we can just keep changing baits out.
Oh yeah, yeah, we'll just put out 4 rods to begin with. We ought to be in good shape. I'm gonna put a piece of you know, like a wind-on leader on one of mine, just so I got something to hold on to when the fish come up. But I'm ready to roll.
I'm gonna have these baits in the sack in just a minute. We ain't gonna put a whole lot of them out of there. I cut them just in half to do this. When I'm throwing them overboard, I don't give them that big a chunk to eat.
No. And you can see there's bait all around us. I mean, it wouldn't be any problem catching some right here if we needed some more.
That's right. We loaded up right to start with, though. That's always a good thing, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Brian, these baits are big enough, pretty much use a whole one. I kind of cut the heads off.
I think they're a great size, Kurt.
Yeah.
They were a little bit small, you know, a month or so ago, but they're a perfect size right now. There you go, we'll fish them all the way around the boat.
We're fishing as of now.
Yep, lines in the water at 320, pretty work. Get a couple weights on here and I'll be fishing with you. There.
This is what we're fishing off of, Brian.
Yeah, it's live bottom.
You know, yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's good oyster rock, and so got about
It's still open.
2 or 3 feet of relief off the bottom, you know, that comes up, and it's probably a half an acre. It's a big rock right here.
Well, so far that's the catch of the day.
Yeah, that and the crab.
Oh, Brian, behind you's on there, boy. He's on there.
I can't even get a little rod on it, Harley. Good night.
You want me to get any of these other lines in?
Not yet, not yet.
You gonna steer him around to the front, ain't you?
Yeah, I'll take him wherever I want him, Kurt.
You driving.
Oh, the old circle hook did what it was supposed to, didn't it?
Yeah, no more than we were paying attention, talking
No,
about
I
dinner.
think it was just about to hit me in the back of the head. There he is, right there on top. He's gonna go
I ain't
over
seen him
these.
yet. I was looking at the...
I think he'll make it over these. It's hard to tell.
Yours are thrown out further than mine.
Here you go. Kurt, you might have to get this rod for me right here because he's staying right in that same zone. Oh, you got a bump on yours, Kurt.
Yeah, I see that.
Oh, he got him on, got him
Hold
on.
on, let me get this
on.
one. Let me get it, maybe he'll stay on.
He's coming right
Oh,
towards
you
this
threw
other.
this thing too far.
I'd say we're in the meat right now, Cool Breeze. He's gonna come across this other one.
Best I can do right here, baby.
Coming across this other one. You go under it?
Huh?
Is he under that one?
We trying to clear some lines here. He's still on them.
All right, good deal.
All right, Brian, we're just gonna leave mine out there and hope he stays on.
He will.
Let's
That's circle hook.
let's handle this fish.
I'm gonna
And-
stay under you, so.
Yeah, I'll get the net out. Right now, if we had customers, is when you'd want somebody getting the camera out and have everything ready in it.
That's right. Yep. It's a nice fish right here. This is almost a yearling size here, Kurt. He's not
really?
Yeah, I mean,
I can see mine. He's
See that?
splashing on top of the water.
yep. Certainly not a big drum, you know, an adult fish, but
Well, pull him up here, we'll get a net on him, and yeah, he's 20 pounds maybe, isn't he?
yep, it's a pretty fish.
Get him right.
Whoa! Oh, he surfed right in there.
Look at all the sea lice on him.
He's got a bunch, don't he?
Yeah, circle
yeah.
hook got him right in the mouth.
Right where it's supposed to go.
Got him right there in the...
Yeah, right where it's supposed to.
Yep.
Sometimes that's hard to get out.
I got something to do it with.
Good job. That's a little bit better fish than I thought it was. That fish being the upper 20s, maybe low 30s. Throw it right in the water. We still got to get yours here.
Yeah, we'll get him. He's still on now, see?
Let me see that dude there. Whoa, look at all the sea lice on him, Kurt.
Yeah, you don't see many of that small double spider,
Yeah.
but that's a pretty fish.
Hey, man, that's what we came out here for.
Yeah, look, there's another one up
I
there.
know, why don't you catch him? I always like to take care of him for a few minutes.
Yeah.
Let me get his tail here. Well, he took care of himself.
I saw this one on top of the waterway
I saw
out there
his
when he
tail
was...
out there, yeah. You want me to cast a few more out, or you gonna
Well,
let me get
I'll
yours?
tighten up the drag on this one. He ought to... I tell you what, Brian, if we don't want to handle these fish, we're not going to take a picture of them. We got a D-hooker laying right there.
We just pop them right out.
Got that's 40-pound test on about 7 feet.
Uh-huh.
And if you get hold of that weight, it's a
Yeah, that's
100-pound
perfect.
test. I generally
100
just grab
pounds. Is that what you got?
just grab hold of that weight and you'll be good.
All right, good deal. Pretty work, man. That's a double. That's neat too, because that was 2 different sides of the boat. So one of them was probably up there at about 6 foot, and one of them was about 9 foot.
It's a shame to be sitting there catching a fish and wanting to be throwing more out, isn't it?
I'm wish you'd hurry up, man. I'm ready to cast. There's fish around us. We need to be catching them. We hadn't had a south wind in, seems like a month. But we got some this afternoon. I didn't think it was calling for this much wind.
It just picked up really, didn't it?
Yeah, but typically on a south forecast late in the afternoons over here, look at that nice fish, man. That is a really good fish.
Yeah.
Late in the afternoons, it'll pick up over here and blow right on in the dark.
It's a powerful fish.
It's, you know, it's overcast, sun's getting lower, it's time. I mean, it's mid-September. This is why we came.
I thought we'd have caught some fish earlier, frankly.
Well, we fished on an oyster rock for a little while, and we had some company out there, and I didn't have a whole lot of confidence, but we moved in here shallow.
I can see the weight right there. He's hooked just perfect weight.
Is he? We'll see if we can get him.
If he wants to go around here, we'll take him. Saw some frayed line there somewhere.
I can see that maybe it's just your knot I'm looking at right there. There's not many oysters up on this ledge right here.
Yeah, but we've sure been in some.
Yeah, we have. We certainly have. This is my favorite part of it right here.
He's putting on a fight here.
Yeah, that's what, you know, they're not gonna run like a tarpon or something. They just bulldog, and when they get right here, especially, I'll fish a little bit lighter than you do.
That's your average fish there.
Yeah, 40, 42.
You get over that weight right there, it's 100 pound test.
Fish. Oh, he ain't like that, Bubba. Right in the corner of the mouth. Hold on.
Oh,
Right
yeah, D-hooker right here. If you want to mess with him right there.
It's a big male. Hear him drumming?
Yeah, thump, thump, thump.
Yep. See if I can change hands here.
Look at the mouth on that thing.
I know, he's got one. Grab him in the tail. Look out, baby.
I didn't get my grab.
That was a nice fish. That fish was in the low 40s. Beautiful fish.
You know what we're gonna do now?
I know what I'm gonna do. If you get out of the way, I'm gonna cast. I said, watch that rod. So many times they'll do that, man.
Old drum will take a run, won't he?
Yeah, I love that. That ain't nothing like a drum bite. I mean, he just, when he takes off like that.
I'm gonna steer him around this way, so if you reel that line in, I'll keep it.
I want to watch you drive that drum.
Yeah.
I ain't reeling nothing in. This many drum around, I'm gonna see
I
if
understand.
we can catch us another double. Felt that head shake yet? That classic, boom, boom. That's the best part of it to me. Yeah, there's a few fish around right now. They're shoving up on this shoal. We're in about 9 feet of water, and you know, on a good break right here. And this is drum time. That sun starts getting low.
Using these rigs we're using, the circle hooks, I like to, when you see that thing bump one time and start tightening up, jump right down and crank right down on it. Because, you know, that's a good, safe rig. You get right down to it. These fish should suck in a brick if they want to.
And crush it when they got it in there.
He's going here, look at that. That drag set about 9 pounds.
Wow.
He's going.
I just had another bump on this.
I saw it.
On that rod, about like that was. It was a.
That fish took a good drum run. He was way out there on it.
Yeah,
and I tightened up on him.
He went away from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's pulling the boat sideways.
Yep.
Yeah, could be a good fish. Could be a good fish. I hadn't seen one over 60 this year. I'd love to see one.
I hadn't either.
There's a lot of people that talk about 50-pounders, Kurt. That's got to be a big fish, Bo.
It's got to be big as a steering wheel in a car, hasn't it? Let me come around that side there if you can.
Come on, Bobby.
Got me jammed up here a little bit. I know you're fixing to catch one. I don't know how far out is this green line you got?
I'll go ahead and grab that one. I'll move this over here. We'll keep everything separated.
I just got my first look at him there.
Yeah, man. Look at the size of the tail on that fish, Kurt.
I like that head. Come on, baby, watch out for that.
This dude right here is nice. Uh-oh, that's not supposed to happen.
He ain't hooked very good, Brian.
So he's not?
No, but he's whooped.
Neither is this net.
He's whooped.
Yeah.
Now you got to pull it up straight down. Good. Listen to him drumming.
Yes, sir.
Pull him right on in there. Straight up like that. Ugh. Drumming like that, he's a male fish, isn't he?
Big male, Look at that, look at him, that muscle. Boom, 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 boom.
Yeah,
that air bladder. Look how easy that came out, Kurt.
Yep, I saw it when he came by.
Perfect.
That rig is so good and so forgiving on them. Here's a tape right here. I want you to see how long he is on general principle, and then we'll get him over because we want to get him back quick as we can.
All right, slide him out just a hair, boss. To the tip of the nose. To the tip of the tail. 47 inches, Kurt. That's a nice fish, brother.
They generally run between 42 and 49.
That is a nice fish, man. Come here, baby. You don't want to grab them in the gill plate and touch the gills, but get them right in that hook right there, and you're not hurting anything. Look at the color in that fish.
Pretty.
Yep.
How old do you think that fish is?
You know, a drum, there's no way to tell unless you look at the ogoliths in them, because they're once they get over a certain age, they grow at different rates, and that fish could be, you know, 15 years or 40 years. There's really no way to tell unless you look at those ogoliths, which is the rocks in their head that have rings
I know,
like a
they
tree.
got ring, just like a tree ring.
Yep.
He's
ready to roll,
ain't he?
man. Look at the size of that tail.
Well, I can feel him. He can use it too.
Yeah, he went away from here, cuz.
Joey had a great day of fishing. Call it fisherman's luck if you will, but we caught it just right at the end of the day.
Right. That's what I wanted to do. Late in the afternoon, most of the fishing for these fish happens at night. They're active at night. So most of the fish that are caught in the summertime in North Carolina are caught at night. But I wanted to do it during the daytime so you could see the fish, see the surroundings, and we timed it just right. We caught our bait mid-afternoon, 3 o'clock, set up and fished into the to dusk, and just caught enough fish to do the show.
Well, let's talk more about the gear. Let's go to gear time.
Boy, Brian, that was fun.
That was a ball.
Yeah.
I love those big fish. You know, it took us a little while. We fished deep early, and then moved in here shallow, just on a whim, and I got about 9 feet of water on the edge of on a shoal, and where it comes up to about 5 feet. Fish were there.
Fish were there. Didn't take 20 minutes. We were hooked up as soon as we started chumming a little bit.
Yeah.
Don't think we hurt any fish.
No, not at all.
Just put 1, 2 in a boat, I guess, but regular Lupton rig I was using.
Yep.
The new law that's going to be in effect, I think, is between 7 and 7. That's 7 in the night to 7 in
That's
the morning.
correct.
What is it? You're supposed to have a fixed weight, 6 inches or less from the hook,
Yep.
at least 2 ounces, with a circle hook bigger than 4/0, and this is a 9 or a 10. Circle hook is defined by the point going back to the shank.
That's right.
With the barb compressed.
That is correct.
Yours is a very similar rig, same type.
Very similar. I use a different style hook. It's a mustad hook, true circle, but I do have a fixed weight. But with this particular rig, I'm able to take the weight off or adjust my weight sizes based on conditions. But same deal, 80-pound fluorocarbon, which don't matter. It's just good, tough monofilament, and everything about it meets the regulations. Now after 7, which is right now, I have to crimp that barb down, but they work great. We didn't have any deep hooked fish.
All the fish I've caught this year were hooked right in the corner of the mouth.
That's right. We're fishing with fresh menhaden. We caught that on the way out.
That's the key.
I think it is the key. With so much bait around us,
And
that
actually,
is the key.
when we were fishing, you had me just cutting the tail off like that to give them a little bit of blood and hook them through the head.
That's
and when
correct.
you reel it in, it's streamlined.
It comes straight. There's plenty of bait. The bait's a perfect size. You can cut them with a serrated knife, scissors, good cutting board. We did use the de-hooker some.
I like to leave the fish in the water when I can.
Sure.
If it's a photo opportunity and you got somebody I know that had never had a fish
That's
and wants
right.
to take a picture, you need to get the camera out early. No need in having that fish
Oh,
laying
no.
in the boat.
You got to get it. Well, somebody's got to get it while you're fighting the
That's
fish.
right.
I mean, these are trophy fish.
That's
it's
right.
a fish of a lifetime for most people, and we need to take care of them. And this helps in that scenario.
I can say that last fish I had on, I was glad I had this instead of that rod and reel because he was a tussle, and I know you're fishing just a hair lighter than I was.
I fish lighter than a lot of people do, but I like, it's quality tackle. It'll handle them,
That's
good
right.
smooth drags. And but it is a little bit lighter because I like the light tackle aspect of it.
We still got time to go in. We'll be back at the dock well before dark, safe.
It's a shame.
Just a great trip.
It's a shame there's not a restaurant between here and the house. We'd eat something.
We will.
Thank you, man. I enjoyed it.
I did too. It was just great fun. Beautiful fish. Always
Yes,
amazing
sir.
when you hear him down there.
Them big males are great.
Pretty.
Thanks, fellas, for that valuable information. Now, if you want to go on a trip, call the number that you see on the screen there, and I promise you'll have a good day of fishing. Now, Donna, she's in the kitchen. You're going to like these recipes today. First, she has a recipe for squash casserole, and then she's going to be grilling some fish. This is one you'll want to remember, so stay right where you are as we go to the kitchen with Donna on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
making a squash casserole. In the middle of the summer, when you have so much squash in your garden that you don't know what to do with, and people are giving it to you and you're trying to give it to others, I've got a great recipe for you. These are great. You can make them up and go ahead and freeze them, so you'll have them in the dead of winter when you want some summer taste. So what we're doing here is we're sauteing our sweet onions and our squash. So we just have this sauteing in our pan until it's soft. And we're going to add a few seasonings to this. We're going to add a little bit of salt to this, and I like to use sea salt, just that's what we have at our house. And then we're going to add some cracked black pepper, and then we're going to add a little bit of some poultry seasoning. So this will give you like some oregano and some other seasonings that are really good, but that's all mixed together so you don't have to think about all the individual spices. So we're just going to give this a stir. And we're going to let this continue to saute until it's nice and soft and ready to go into our casserole. So we're going to go ahead and start mixing our other ingredients together while this is sauteing. We're going to add 2 eggs to our dish. We're going to add a little bit of sour cream, so it's got to be good, and some hush puppy with onion mix. So what a great combination. So we're going to add our sour cream. It's about 3/4 of a cup of sour cream. Just give that a stir. Stir all your wet ingredients together first. And then we're going to add in our 1 bag of hush puppy mix with onions to this. We'll just stir this together until it's well mixed. Then we're going to add in our our squash and onions. And you could use zucchini in this too. You could do a combination if you have both in your garden and you don't know what to do with it all. It would be great to combine them both. So we're going to add in our squash. I think it's about ready. We had started it before. It takes about 5 to 10 minutes depending on how large you slice your squash. I want to put zucchini in this, I think. So we're just mixing that together. Then we're going to add in our squash and onions. Give that a toss until it's all combined. And then we're going to put this in a 2-quart container that we've sprayed. And so we're going to coat this with nonstick spray, put our mixture in here. And then we're going to top it with some shredded cheddar cheese, which makes everything great, and bake it at 350 degrees for about 50 minutes until it's nice and bubbly and cooked throughout. And you can see it's nice and cheesy on the top. You can use it. It's a great side dish for some grilled fish or maybe some grilled duck breast that you might have, or some quail. It's just a great side dish to bring back summer, to use up all that squash that you might have. And I hope you enjoy it. It's a great squash casserole, so I hope you enjoy it, and I look forward to seeing you here next time on Simple Cooking.
Thanks, Donna. Another excellent recipe. Joe, I want to go back. You know, people want to have their pictures made with this fish, but you got to handle it properly. Tell me about that.
That's right. These are big fish, as you saw. And so you want to if you take them out of the water, give them support under the belly and up toward the head, because they weigh so much. You don't want to dangle them, by the lip. They're just too big for that, and I think you're going to cause more harm than good. So give them support, take your picture real quick, and get them back in the water. We have probably the largest population of big drum anywhere in the country. People come from all over the country to fish them, and so we need to be protective of them. When they're in the sound in the summertime, they are actually spawning at different times during the summer. So they spend the winter out in the ocean in deeper water, and then move in every spring in May, spend the summer months in the sound, throughout the sound. So it's a great fishery. Just be cognizant of what you're fishing for, and like I said, most of the fishing is done at night. More and more, I'm hearing more and more being caught during the day, but just a great fishery, and we need to take care of it.
And another reason why people come to North Carolina to fish.
Absolutely.
For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.